Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday Fun Day.
Hello, hello. It is time again for Wine, Women, and Song. This is episode number 41. And happy Sunday Fun Day. We are excited to be with you. I am Shonda, aka the Princess.
And I am Eva, the Rockabilly Diva.
And we've got music that we've been to this week that we're going to discuss. Mm-hmm. We've got some really good, exciting shows that are coming up that we want to tell you about. And of course, as usual, we do have some really good local wine. We hope it's good anyway. So we'll be talking a little bit about that as well.
I feel like it's a...
I know it looks like a screw top, possibly. But you know, we've talked about this before. Not. There are pros and cons to both cork and to the screw top. Mm-hmm. Screw top used to mean that's a doo-doo cheapo wine that's going to be no good. Yeah. That's not necessarily the case anymore because now people are opting for that because, wine aficionados, chime in and say that maybe the cork taints the wine. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. Sometimes corked wines taste like poop. You never know. But California wines, I always say it, if it's California wine, you've got a pretty good chance of having at least a decent drinkable wine. Absolutely. So that's why we usually sample, at the very least, regional California wine. Yes. Yeah.
So should we do that or should we put music and then do that?
We can do that. We do have an awesome vinyl of the week. Eva last week was going to bring this one for us, but she forgot. We were just too excited about seeing the Quavy sisters. And so she bought the vinyl when we were at the show. Look how cute these ladies are.
I know, they're so adorable. And they're so nice.
We loved this show. This was such an epic good time. Beautiful music. Anyway, so she got the vinyl, and I think we will go ahead and just put this on and check it out. What's the name of this? It's just the
Quavy Sisters. It's their self-titled.
Easy peasy. You can't mess that up. Okay. Oh wait, what? 45?
It's not a 45 though.
It's an LP sized album, but it says 45.
It is weird. I think I had to adjust the...
So you did play it at 45?
I think so.
What the heck, ladies? We are so confused. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and put it on 45.
And we'll see,
And then, we'll just see. That's interesting. I've never seen that before, I don't think. Yeah, well, that's right.
Yep.
You play it at 45, guys.
That's so crazy. Okay. So, I think this might be a cork.
Eva always likes when we have the screw tops because that means she can open.
Yeah, it is a cork.
It is cork.
I don't get to open. Oh, but we didn't even
we didn't Vanna White it. We didn't Vanna White. We have to Vanna White it.
Look at this label
You know why I bought it.
So the label is adorable. Look at that label. Yeah, so adorable. And this is out of Napa.
Yes, and it's a 2017, and it's a table wine. So I mean. What appealed to me when I bought it, this is a Trader Joe's find, y'all, so you can pick this up at Trader Joe's. It's not too spendy, but what I liked about it, there was a couple things. Obviously, the label caught my eye, because how cute is that with the little woody on it? And then also, the little organic, right? So this is a certified organic wine with organic grapes, and it's California wine, and it's Napa. So, I'm just saying, I think chances are good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to get this bad boy open. Yeah. And table wines are always just a good thing to have around, or if you need a quick gift for somebody. The holidays are coming, so this was not terribly spendy. Like I said, I think they're having a special at Trader Joe's this week. I want to say it was under $5.
Oh, that's awesome.
Under $5.
So it's not $2 chuck, but it's
not
still
$2
under,
chuck, but
which is not $2 anymore.
True story.
I love that sound.
Party time! It's medicinal, people. Oh wow, yeah, this record's beautiful.
I know, it's so good.
Good Western swing. Yes. We love it, love it.
I feel like when you pour it like that, it aerates it a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. I usually, when I'm pouring like a new bottle like that, I'll try to like kind of do it from a distance to, do my Tom Cruise cocktail, with the pouring. I'm a dork. Anyway, it probably needs some good aeration. I can already, as soon as we uncorked it, you can smell it.
It's really very grapey.
What does it say? Let's read the label, y'all. Let's see.
Read the label.
Let's do it. This, Okay, the Green Fin Red Table wine is made entirely with organically grown grapes. The ruby purple colored wine has very intense black fruit aromatics while delivering a full, rich body and a core of blackberries and black cherry.
I love the way that your voice just changed.
Raspberry.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know. Soft mocha flavors. Followed with a silky finish that is long and focused. Long and focused.
Ooh.
Hey-o.
You did say
dork.
tank earlier. Oh god. I haven't even had a drink yet. I know, my mind is always in the gutter.
Taint.
Whatever.
Okay, savor the flavor of this organically grown red table wine with your favorite meal or by itself. Glug, glug, glug. All right, let's give this a whirl, shall we? Cheers, babe. Happy Sunday Fun Day! It does not taste like it smells. It does not taste like it smells.
It tastes like kind of like a Moscato, kind of sweet.
It's a little sweet. Surprisingly sweet. Surprisingly sweet.
Yeah.
And not, I mean, because the smell was a little sharp for me.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like, oh, this might be a little, like, twangy.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a nice
what I was
word.
thinking too.
But it's actually, you guys, it's really smooth.
It's smooth and sweet.
Yeah.
Like a Moscato.
But it does not smell like it tastes.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprising. It'll get you. Oh, I like it. Oh, I really like it.
Yeah, and this is like crazy for me since I haven't really had sugar for 2 weeks.
Right? So it's like super sweet. That's true, yes, because we're both kind of ketoing currently.
Mm-hmm.
So I've cut out drinking at all during the week. I'm doing like herbal tea at nighttime, like no drinking
good.
at all during the week.
It's not good after all of my work days.
But I mean, I just, you know, like you have to make those choices, right? And I mean, every glass of red wine is 4 carbs, and if you're carb counting like us, then you know, like you have to like balance it out, right? Like, is it worth it to you? And so during the week,
I would rather not eat.
I just abstain, you know. But so yeah, it does taste like like a big old dessert because it is. I mean, it's not gross sweet. Don't misunderstand.
Yeah.
It's just because we don't eat sugar. Yeah. This tastes really, really sweet, but it's not gross or sticky or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing like that.
It's really good.
It's not like that weird prune wine stuff that Tony was drinking last night. That was thick and it smelled really sweet. No, he explained it to me. It's and they only gave him
barley wine.
It was like they only gave him that much, and he said it was like 11% alcohol.
Right. I thought it was like a stout, but you said it's a wine, so is it
no?
like
but
barley
it smelled
wine?
like a stout, right? Because it smelled all like
it was
coffee
very
or
coffee
whatever.
chocolate smell.
Yeah, but
we're
then
talking
you
about
tasted it. It was like it did have that prune flavor, like because he said it's made from prunes.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Now I want to go back and try it. We're going there today.
Yes,
so
we are.
I'm going to try that one when I go. Just because I had a little sip of it. They were offering it up, and I just thought it was like a really thick stout is what I thought it kind of tasted like. So interesting. Well, I learned something new today, and I am excited to try something new. So thanks, Tony. Yeah. So on the subject of Sackyard.
Yes.
If you're following us on Instagram or on Facebook, you will have probably seen some of our posts. We had a very special birthday yesterday. It was the birthday of Mr. Al Hendrix.
Yay!
He turned 85 years young.
85.
And he is one of our very favorite rockabillys.
He is.
And we're just so blessed to know him and to have him up in our area. He actually relocated a number of years ago up to the Auburn area. And I met him actually at a Dave Gonzalez show.
Oh,
that's how I met him.
Okay.
We went up to go see Dave Gonzalez and the Branded Men, I want to say, in Reading at Lulu's up there, and it was and Rock and Ron was there, and Al Hendrix was over in the corner, and people were like, I was like, what is all this buzz about? Because people were just losing their shit, bringing him records and signing things and selfies and pictures with him, and I was like, wait, who is that? And then I learned who it was, and so I met him that night. I got a picture with him and had a really good time at the Dave Gonzalez show, and ever since we've kept in touch, and I've booked him at different places and introduced him you know, to like Jeff Miller, to the Twilight Drifters, and they became very well acquainted. Twilight Drifters have actually recorded some of his material, but if you don't know,
backed him.
Yes, and backed him up at shows. If you don't know who Al Hendrix is, do yourself a favor and check out.
Absolutely.
You can find his music on YouTube. He did a couple of really like kind of top hits that people know and recognize. Monkey Bite is one of them, and Young and Wild. So he's Mr. Young and Wild if you Google it. But I mean, his music's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal human. He is an amazing person. We just love him. So it was a big honor and a treat, and it was like one of those things where it's like, you know, that it's a really special time because we got to share that time with him. So it was
friends and family.
Yeah, friends and family, and some Sackyard folk.
There were Sackyard folk that actually were like, "What? Who is this guy?" And they fell in love with him because everyone
you will fall in love with him. Yeah, he's amazing. So it was just a phenomenal party. The place was packed. The weather was 100% perfect.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. The music was phenomenal. You know, it was a super great synergy of, you know, both Al and then, of course, Jeff Miller is amazing guitar player. And then Todd from the Twilight Drifters was there on bass. And then I guess the drummer, we didn't really know.
Okay, so I met him and I've already forgotten his name.
Andrew.
Okay, yes, he is a cutie.
What a peach.
Yes,
what a peach.
We had a great
long
conversation yesterday.
Oh, good.
After, when they were packing up. And then he did the thing, do you go to Viva? I'm all, really? Do I go to Viva?
She's Diva Las Vegas for a reason, you guys. She's Diva Las Vegas.
So cute. I think he's really young, obviously.
Yeah, he looks really young.
And so he's like, Mo, maybe I'll see you out. He's like, I never see you out anywhere. And I'm like,
then you're in the wrong place.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not
watching. I go, I do shows like this, and I do punk shows.
Yeah.
And I said, so you're. I don't know where you are, but he has played for.
Does he just not live in our area? Where does he live?
No, but he does play for not the Crescent Cats, but one of those other bands like that. Oh, Todd Morgan.
Oh, okay.
He will play for Todd Morgan.
So he's probably up in like Folsom, Orangevale, like out in the surrounding area. He's probably not down where we are.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he was great, and I have to tell you, like, that band, I mean, I don't know if it was just the energy and the vibe of the whole event, but I felt like they all really brought it. Like, it was just amazing. They did such a great job, and
you're so good with names. She's so good with names.
I'm a weirdo.
Also, our good friends from the Hucklebucks, Doug and Kenny came up and played a little bit with the Twilight Drifters.
That was really fun too, because the whole concept of the show, when I put it together, was to kind of have like an all-star tribute to Al. There were quite a few of our musician friends who unfortunately had other shows and were booked and couldn't make it, but we did have like the Hucklebucks came and some of the people that Al Hendrix has also recorded with, I forget the gal's name, was it Shannon something? There's going to be video up on our YouTube, but she got up, did a number with him that they had recorded together.
Very cute. That was cute. It almost made me cry.
I know, it was so cute.
I was like,
it was really good. And it was like a ballad, and it was adorable. And then also his guitar player, Jimmy Accardi. And he's great too. He's Al's like sound engineer, sometimes promoter, sometimes they record together. He's a guitar player also. Anyway,
it was
just a great mix of the rockabilly, his rockabilly standards, and then some of the Twilight Drifters music and their songs, and then a little blues thrown in there with the Hucklebucks. Anyway, we're gonna have really good videos up on our YouTube very shortly. I did put little snippets up on the Instagram, so you can check that out, and more will be following soon. But yeah, great time, and big hugs and thanks to all of the people who came out, and for the players who came and made time in their schedule to make the show happen. And happy birthday, Al. We love you to bits.
We do.
It was super fun.
I saw he posted a little bit on some of the pictures I put up last night, and someone said, Al Hendrix, you're a lucky man, and he's all, yes I am, like, surrounded by all these ladies taking photos whatever.
It's true. I mean, he was definitely the man of the hour.
And his family freaking they adore him.
Great.
He has very, very young nieces, and they're just like in love with him. I mean, younger than we are, and they're not really into the scene or anything, but they're very adorable, very sweet, and they love love their
And there was
Uncle
a lot
Al.
of like really a lot younger people than us there that just like Eva was saying kind of just caught the show. They didn't know what hit them, and they're taking video and they're live streaming, and that kind of warms my heart. You know, I mean, does it mean anything? Probably not, but I always get like a little warm fuzzy when I know like people really are enjoying our music and are, you know, maybe sharing it with people, and you know, people who aren't familiar with it are getting to know what we love so much. Yeah. So it was a very special day. And there's more music today at Sackyard, and I know we talk about Sackyard every single week, but it is one of those few places that we have around that really offer great music all the time. Great band today.
Great bands, and it's free.
Always free.
Always free.
We love that.
Yeah.
And all ages. You can take your kids, your dogs, your fam.
Yeah.
Everybody is welcome at Sackyard. They have ample parking.
What are they again? They're a tap house or a
community tap house.
Community
it's
tap
Sackyard
house.
Community Tap House if you Google it, and they're on Instagram also. But yeah, they have a wonderful, I think 30 handles, rotating taps, and they offer like wine, you know, and different ciders. They always have a really good seasonal selection, standard selection. They're always rotating, and then food trucks.
Oh yes,
always. And it's dog porn for yours truly, because I just go there just to look at everyone's really cute dog. Like,
hopefully, I always will try to grab a dog.
I know. We always try to pet your dog.
I am like a dog lover. So
we're dog dorks.
I'll take pictures with your dogs.
I know.
Anything.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. But Sackyard's the place for that, and the great music on top of that. And it's not, you know, just like an hour. It's like they always do like multiple sets. So like today, the Crescent Cats are playing. Sacramento's best jazz band, pretty much, like one of the very best jazz acts with very seasoned players. They're playing today. They're doing
1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Yes.
So that's going to be a nice.
And then there's another band after that.
Oh.
They're from LA. I was talking to Sasha yesterday. She doesn't really know, like she's never heard of them, but someone said, hey, blah, 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 book them. And so they're playing later. So I don't know if it's going to be a 6 o'clock to
well, if they go 1 to 4, it'll probably be 5 to
7. Oh yeah, because normally if they do the 5, it's 5 to 7.
Right.
Yeah, and they try to be respectful of their neighbors because they are in a
residential neighborhood.
Yeah, so
so we can't party too late at Sackyard, but that suits me fine. I'm in bed by a reasonable hour. I'm old. I don't care.
I have tomorrow off, so I'm probably going to be out late tonight.
I will have tomorrow off also, but my kids will be here, so it's never a day off when you're a mum. But it will be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, great show today. If you're in the Sacramento area, by all means, get yourself out to the Sackyard. It's going to be a really good time. And pretty much any weekend you can go. And there's going to be, and when the weather gets gross here, they just move it all inside.
All inside.
So we still have music and fun times to look forward to at Sackyard. So I did want to touch on that show. I know there's another show that I was going to touch on for our friends that are in the Bay Area today. There's a really cool all day, all night Veterans Barbecue Americana rock and roll show over at Winter's Tavern. One of my favorite Bay Area towns, Pacifica. I love Pacifica.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
so. Have you been?
No, I don't.
We gotta go. So it's like
I might have.
It's like a 1960s time capsule.
Okay.
It's really bitchin', and it's right on the water. But yeah, the Winter's Tavern. It's a cool, like, kind of surf themed bar.
Okay.
Little kind of, I don't know, homey, cozy. It's cozy. But always good music. They always have good music. But yeah, all day today. It started at noon. It's going to go until closing tonight. But our pals, the Del Bombers, are going to be playing there today, along with like some Americana acts. There's some country acts. And the barbecue is free. Free 98.
What?
So if you're in the Bay, get yourself over to Winter's Tavern because that's going to be a good
awesome.
time. I know.
That's right.
Yeah, so I was just going to shout that one out because it looks like, I know. If I was in the area, I'd be there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Awesome.
So what else? Was there something else today? That might have been it. This record's too short, by the way.
I know. We're gonna have to put something else on. It's a great record. Well, it's a 45.
Beautiful. It's a 45. A big 45.
It's a big giant 45.
Let's see. Let's get into.
I'm having a little bit of from the air.
You know the air quality's shit right now because of the fires, and it's just the weather's weird.
Yeah, well, it's nice and warm, but there is a little
beautifully warm.
Like
we
wind.
Don't hate it, but it's not good for air quality.
There's a little bit of wind, just a teeny tiny bit, not hard, but occasionally.
A breeze.
Yeah, a little breeze. I guess it's a breeze, not wind, really.
Okay. This week in music, let's talk, huh? There is some good stuff going on this week.
Oh.
So, Tuesday, if you can believe it, right out of the gate on Tuesday, we're going to have over at the Torch Club, the Sacktown Playboys. And it's an early-ish show. It starts at 8:30.
Okay.
So that's kind of doable for, you could pop in and, probably still get home before, a late time and get some sleep and whatever. So I appreciate that. I always appreciate that. But yeah, Sacktown Playboys, always good. Jeff Miller and Zach Sapinor, always good with Olin. So go to that show. That's going to be great. And then on Wednesday the 13th, and I don't know what this is, but it's a Mindy show. Yeah, so Swell Productions, our friend Mindy is doing a show over at Harlow's. It's called Roots Rising. And in the description when I read it, it was talking about like this person's won a soul award. So I think it's a soul show. But the artists are Matt Anderson and Gabby Moreno. And if it's a Mindy show, it's probably going to be really good. So, and Harlow's is always super fun. So.
She's doing it at Harlow's because Wednesday night is her
Bourbon and Blues.
Bourbon and Blues,
which
night.
I think is this Twilight Drifters week? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, Bourbon and Blues is every Wednesday at the Starlit Room, which is above Harlow's. So maybe she's just running both. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, that looked kind of interesting, and it's at 7:00. So that looked like a good show also. Friday the 15th. I'm kind of excited. I kind of am considering maybe going if I can swing it. But it's a Hawaiian act. He's an award-winning Hawaiian singer, and his name is Kalani Pe'a. And I don't know if I said it right, but it's at the Sophia, and it's at 7:00.
Oh,
I want to go.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
maybe
wing it.
Work that out.
Yeah. Is my hookup over here? Anyway, that looked like a really good time. It's at 7:00. I mean, Sophia kind of blows because you have to sit the whole time.
I feel like though for that kind of thing,
but they have wine. I know.
I feel like for that kind of thing though, it would probably be okay to sit.
Right, because you're sitting and listening. Yeah. You're not like wanting to get up.
But
and
like
dance.
when I saw Rick Estrin there, it was so hard to sit there. I just wanted to dance and like, and it was so hard to sit, but.
But for a show like that where it's like you're really listening, it's probably perfect. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And then this has really not a lot to do with music, but on the 16th, which is the Saturday, the Viking Festival is happening up in Citrus Heights at the Masonic Center. So if you want to eat some carbs and look at some Vikings, sounds like a party to me.
This isn't the other thing that's happening
that's
in December.
The Viking Feast is happening, December 14th, I want to say. And I'm participating. I'm going to be there vending for that one. And that is really cool. They're doing like an actual Viking Feast sit-down dinner. Crazy. So for your $35 ticket, you get like a selection of 3 meats, a vegetable, and a glass of mead. So you can get down like a Viking. Yeah. So, but this one is a different one. It's a daytime one. It starts at 10:30.
Okay.
And the like picture on the promo was like a giant pancake. So, eat pancakes. I don't know. It looks like fun. And then also on Saturday, I'm doing this show and God help me, I don't even know if it's going to turn out. I'm really sweating it, but I'm doing a show called the Rip and Stomp Rock Show, and it is literally crumbling in front of my eyes. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the glamorous life of a music promoter. Like,
in Sacramento.
You try so hard, and you put your best efforts forward, and shit still fucking falls apart on you. And that's the reality. Yeah. So, I had planned like a mini festival with like, I had a nitro race car planned, I had a live pinstriper planned, I had a vintage vendor planned, I had an oil and light show planned, I had all of these things planned. Guess how many tickets were sold? Goose egg, 0. So we're scaling the show back. As far as I know, we're still going to have music, I'm hoping. But all of the festival aspects of the show pretty much have gone to the wayside. And again, this is the area is what it is. And it speaks for us. Like, no matter what we do to beat the dead horse, we're not bringing it back. Yeah. We're just not. So I am looking forward to it. If the bands all still are on board, I know the Roa Brothers chimed in. They said that they are still interested in playing. Yes. They're an amazing rock and roll band. We love them to pieces. The show is also supposed to include Whoville, which are a Who tribute band, and I love them also, and I hope that we can just kind of hold it together and still have a decent evening. But yeah, all of the, like the pinstriper can't make it, he has a funeral, and then the race car, I guess, broke down, and it's just like one thing after another. And on top of that, it's just like there hasn't just been a whole lot of interest in what I put together. So it happens. Sometimes my fantasies are grandeur. I would like to have a show that actually fucking works, and it is very rare when it does. So anyway, it's still going to be a good time. Saturday the 16th over at Fox and Goose. It's an amazing little pub if you've never been. It's in the R Street district. It's walking distance to the Shady Lady
and B-sides.
And B-sides. It's super fun over there.
And the Roa Brothers are there, and I will be there.
And they're amazing. Yep, we love them.
They're one of my favorites.
They're so good. Yeah. And we'll get some good video that night too, because we'll be right up front, close. Yep, close. So yeah, plan on that one if you can. The cover for that is $10, so it's cheapy cheap. And we'll still have amazing music no matter what happens. It's still going to be a good time. So also next week, this is for our Southern California peeps. Lloyd, I see you're watching. Maybe you'll check this show out. You probably already have plans to be there. But on the Sunday the 17th from 2 to 6 is the Hillbilly Jazz series over there at Original Mics. And this week it's going to include the Moontones, which we love. Those are our pals. And Lil Mo and the Lonesome Crows. Okay. So that's a stellar show.
I believe so, yes.
So Christopher puts those on, and he is one of those promoters that always puts out quality stuff, and always you can just know that you're going to have a good time because he's in the know, and he makes amazing shows happen. So Original Mike's Santa Ana next Sunday. So if we were in Southern California,
we'd be at all of these shows.
I know.
Big Sandy's Barnyard dances and all of those. But we live in Sacramento.
Go ahead and say it.
We live in Sacramento.
Sacramento. And it does suck sometimes. Most of the time.
I mean, the thing that keeps me a little bit sane, though, let's just be honest, is that we have friends that are musicians. Yeah. And we're kind of in the know from them.
Yep.
And I love supporting my musician friends. So
it's true. I mean,
that is really what keeps
it's a
me
very
a little
small
bit sane.
And very tight little scene.
Yes.
But we are grateful for it, and I feel like we do. It's funny because what's the guy from the Western Swing Society? The gentleman who came up and talked to me yesterday with the white hair.
Oh my God! How come I
blank?
John?
Yeah, John. He's one of the higher ups there at the Western Swing Society, and he came over to me yesterday.
But you also know the president.
I'm friends with the president.
Thank you.
But that gentleman came over and spoke with me a little bit yesterday. He's so sweet and so nice. And
John James.
That's John James. And we talked for a while, and you know, it was clear to me that like he and probably a lot of other people just do not know how much work we put in behind the scenes to try to like promote, you know, the music in our area. Like we really, it's for real. Like, I mean, I guess from outside perspectives, it might look like we're just showboats that go to shows or whatever, but we really are. We're 100% for the musician. We're 100% for supporting the music that we love. That's why we do this show.
Yes.
That's why. Because we want to put it out there. Like, we do have, it's small, slim pickings, but we do have good players. We have great bands. We do have a very small handful of venues, and we really want to support that and showcase that. And so when we were talking about the incident at Western Swing Society, for our viewers that were not there that night, last week we tried to do a broadcast from the Western Swing Society, which Eva is a member of Western Swing Society of Sacramento.
She's a member.
She's a member. Our good friend / her roommate is the president of Western Swing Society of Sacramento. I am a huge fan of Western Swing. I try to get out there as much as I can. I support a lot of the bands that play there, even when they're not there. I go to other shows to see them because I love the Western Swing scene here in Sacramento. So we tried to do our broadcast there last week on Sunday, and there was just a certain particular gentleman, for whatever reason, he just had it in for yours truly and just did not like the big blonde cupcake at the front with the camera. You know, I was trying to take video, which I did get some quality video, but he just, like, everywhere I went, he was like, you can't be here. And I'm like, okay, I'll move. So I'd move. And then he'd come over and be like, well, we're going to use this area for da-da-da. And I'd be like, oh, okay, my bad. I'll move. And I would move. And I was with my daughter, and she's 17 years old, and she's like, what the fuck? Like, I could just tell. She thought we were, like, in trouble. I'm like, bitch, please. Like, your mama's got this. Like, this one will eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't ever have to worry about mean people because we have Eva around. But anyway, so I just, was like, okay, I was trying so hard to be compliant, and I kept explaining, like, I'm here to video the bands. We have a show. This is what we do. I'm here to support these guys, and I was trying to do whatever I could to stay the fuck out of the way, and no matter what I did, it just wasn't right. And finally at the last, I'm pressed up against the wall. I'm like with my camera back. I'm trying to be as small as I can, which is kind of hard, but I'm trying to be small and over here and away from everybody with my daughter kind of snuggled up in the corner. And the last straw was I just was like, oh my God, fuck you. I'm sitting there and he walks over. This is like the 4th time he's come over to confront me. And there's a table that's at the entrance, and I'm not using the table. I'm not touching the table. I'm not really even near the table. Table's just there. He comes over and like interrupts me, gets in my face and goes, we're going to use this table to seat our senior citizens.
The whole place is senior citizens, by the way.
I am out. Fucking ta-ta, bitches. I was so mad. I was like, that's it. Because, I'm a cupcake. I'll take your shit. I'll take your shit on my head. I'll take your shit all day. But I do have a breaking point, and that was it. I was just like, because my kid was there, and everything he said, I did it anyway, so. That was the incident of last week.
Yeah.
And our good friend John, who is, he came over to personally apologize. And he was very kind and sweet and was like, that guy got a talking to. He got a talking to.
He is going to get another one, actually, at their next meeting.
And he said, we really appreciate what you gals do. And we really appreciate that you come out. And we really appreciate that you're trying to promote these bands. And then, he was picking my brain about how to get more people out there, because it is the Geritol prom. It is. Mm-hmm. And I say that with all love and respect because I love our elders and I love hanging out with those people. That's why I go, because they're the last little thread to that realm of music.
You got to meet my Golden Girls girlfriends.
It's true.
They're so
adorable,
Dorothy and
They're
Viola.
Darling. Dorothy and Viola. You love them already.
So, yeah, John and I talked right after that, and I was a little bit heated, and he's like, calm down. And, so we talked, and he did say, I appreciate what you guys do. This is awesome. But this is a thing. If you're going to have some little Weasley dude as the vice president of your, Western Swing Society, and you want to get younger crowd in, the old Weasley dude can't be a dick. Don't be a dick, people. Don't we always say that? Don't be a dick. It's like, you know what? Nobody young is going to come and be treated like that because they're going to get in the face. I kind of giggled at him and he got so upset.
He stomped outside. It was hilarious.
He ran to go get the president. So I followed him and then I was like, oh, it's Jeff. And I kind of laughed some more.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So anyway, it's like you can't have a younger crowd if you have those kind of rude people.
But I just felt like, damn it, dude, I'm trying to comply. Like, I wasn't being a bitch. I was like, okay, what do you need me to do? But I just was trying to, we're drinking more wine, yo. I was just trying to be as nice as I could. And I really thought if I was nice, that he'd back the fuck down. But he was not going to back the fuck down. Like, not at all. He was just, it was so weird.
And then I'd laugh, but I went like, huh. And he was like, did you laugh at me? I'm all, what?
Yes.
And he got so mad. He got so mad, and I loved it.
It was pretty comical. I was like, is somebody videotaping
I had to laugh or
right
hit
now?
him.
Like,
one of the
right,
two.
Yeah. But it did feel like I was being punked. I'm like, what the hell? Like, nobody usually confronts me, like, ever. Like, because I'll do whatever you say. You know, I'm respectful. I try to be
absolutely.
respectful. That was too much. But anyway, Western Swing Society, you guys, it's still something worth supporting, and we do support it, and I am sure I won't have those issues going forward. I think those issues have been resolved now.
They have been, and
yeah,
they will be.
But it is fun, and the music is always good. And I hope that we can, like, because what we were talking about is, you know, maybe collaborating in some way, maybe bringing some of the acts that we know and love that fit into the genre, and bringing them to Western Swing, because our real problem here is shortage of venues.
Right.
We have good acts. We have lots of people that want to come through. We have touring bands that want to come and play. We don't have a lot of places to put them. I put them at Sack Yard whenever possible, you know, and I try to funnel them to places that I think our people will go and support it, because it's hard.
It is.
It's tough beans up here.
Tough, very tough.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that was our kind of last week and week.
Yeah.
I've not been doing very much during the week, even though I've been wanting to go to shows on Tuesday night or whatever, but I've not been doing much.
Well, we didn't have a whole lot this last week.
Well, I mean, there was something at Holy Diver.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a punk show, I thought. Yeah, UK Subs. Didn't your daughter go? Didn't our daughter go?
Oh, no, it was, Holy Diver. You're talking about Subhumans.
Oh, Subhumans,
yeah. Yeah, she did go.
Yeah, and I
she had a blast.
Go, but I didn't go.
Yeah. You know, it would be weird, I think, for me to go to the Subhumans, only because, like, I went to the Subhumans when I was her age. Like, I told the daughter, I'm like, oh, that's weird, because she was showing me, she's like, I got pictures with Dick, and I'm like, ooh. That's weird. For one, he looks the same, which is so creepy. I'm like, are you a fucking vampire?
Dorian Gray.
Right? And then for two, I'm like, oh, weird. Like, that's like, I used to hang out and, like, it's just weird.
You had said that at one point.
It's
you were
weird.
Like, deja vu.
It is. It's like, because she really is into the same shit that I was into, and I guess I should be grateful, like, meeting the same people that I met, that I loved, you know, like all the punkers of way back in the way back, you know, she loves that shit, so, but yeah, I feel like there's only certain punk shows that I really feel like I need to go out and support, either because I just love it so much I can't stay away, or, you know, maybe it's like one of those things where it's like, this is the last time, like going to see X, right?
Right.
Who knows how many more times they're going to tour.
Right.
You know, and that show, we have that coming up. We were going to get into that, but on December 5th, we have X, it was supposed to be with the Blasters over at Ace of Spades. The Blasters, unfortunately, have canceled their entire tour. Phil Alvin is ill currently, and he is recovering. I think he had pneumonia, not sure about that. But he's recovering, so it's going to just be X and probably some good locals, I'm hoping.
They'll probably put some local bands on.
I know, sometimes they don't, though. Sometimes they don't, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, so it depends on also what time the show starts. So if it's an older crowd show, they always start it really early, and it ends really early.
Yeah.
So it might be that, again, like, I feel like most of the punk shows I go to today are geriatric shows, pretty much.
Yeah, well, we're old. And the people we love are even older. Yes. So, but
you
yeah,
gotta get to bed by 10.
That's in the building. But yeah, so the X show is going to be a good show, and there are shows like that. Like last night, it's another story. Fuck. Tried so hard last night to be a soldier and go to 2 shows, and I did go to a punk show last night. Our good friend Danny puts on a yearly Fuck Cancer event, which I strongly support, as does my daughter. The daughter worked merch, and she always tries to participate, and I tried to go and support, and it's at there's new owners over at the venue that this show was at, so it's the Colony Cafe Colonial and the Colonial Theater. And there are 3 venues, and they're all right next to each other. And Danny, I'm sure, had a great plan in place to have all of the venues kind of operating at one time. But for me personally, I felt like it was a little bit spread out. So each venue only had a smattering of people in it. And I wanted to see, the big headliner was Joe Queer, which back in the day, back in the 90s. Joe Queer was my dude. I loved Joe Queer. Like, I still love Joe Queer. I loved the Queers. The Queers were my favorite punk rock band at the moment. Like, I just, you know, and it's like, some people are like, hey, that's like pop punk. Ew. Like, you liked the Queers. Ew. That's like not hardcore enough for me.
They talk like that?
Yeah, people do. People do. Those people that are judging you. But for me, I just liked the Queers so much because they were in the vein of like the Ramones. The music is mindless. The music is silly. The music, and I love that. Like, for me, I was like, I don't want politics shoved down my throat. I still don't. I still don't want shit shoved up my, you know, I don't want that. Like, I feel like rock and roll and music is a fun place and it's something to have fun with, and I don't need to be preached or lectured to or told how to think or what to do. I save that for like another, you know, arena. I just think that that should be kept the fuck out of music. I don't like that, you know, unless you're Johnny Cash, shut the fuck up, pretty much. Like, that's the way I feel about that. Anyway, that's why I love the Queers. So they played Joe Queer, not the Queers. Joe Queer was to play with the Moans, which is Danny's band who puts this whole event on. And so he was supposed to be at the theater. So I went to the Colonial Cafe. I had a cider and a big tall water. And I waited because they were supposed to go on at like 9:15, I believe. So, and this is like 7:30, and I'm already tired because I did the Al Hendrix party. I'm already sleepy and tired, and like, you know, after you've been like out all day, you're just like, I just kind of want to go to bed. But I was like, nope, I'm gonna soldier through. I'm gonna do this. And so I went to the theater, and the daughter was outside in the cold with the t-shirts doing her thing. So that was kind of a bummer because I kind of thought I'd get to see her. But I mean, I did see her, but we weren't in the same building. So I'm sitting in the theater after my cider, and I'm just kind of waiting. And it's like they had dudes that looked like my son doing the sound. And it was just, yeah, they were like these little babies. I mean, it was a very professional sound system.
Right.
And they had like projector and lights, and it was very fancy. Yeah. It looked really good. But I just felt like, holy shit, they were like running at least an hour behind.
Oh, wow.
Because when I went into the building and I had waited till like 8 something to go inside, the first band was still on.
Oh,
and there were supposed to be 4 bands. So I'm like, wow, they're like really stacked up in here. So the first band, they, you know, I caught like,
but let's be real. If it's like a true punk band, it's like going to be like 15-minute show.
Right, and they did have half-hour sets, or supposedly they were gonna have half-hour sets. Anyway, so the first band was still on when I went in, and I'm like, well, that's okay, you know, I'll just like hang out and watch. And so they had like 2 or 3 songs, and they were good. It was the Bitters. I really liked them. I got a good video of them. The next band that was coming up was the O'Mulligans, which I think I've seen before. I don't really remember which venue. I feel like maybe it was at the Colony or something. So O'Mulligans, they came on, and I swear to God, between the first band, the Bitters, and the O'Mulligans, I swear to God, it was like a half an hour of sound checking and bullshit with the sound. And I'm old and I'm tired, and I'm like, come on, you people. Like, number one, it should be backlined. A show like that where you have multiple acts and multiple venues, in my opinion, everything should be backlined. Like, just get the fuck on and plug in and play, because people don't want to sit there and listen to you sound check, especially a punk band.
I know.
Like,
why do you
it just felt like, yeah, it was just like, wait, what is happening right now? What is happening right now? So, yeah, and like, you got to be so perfect and you're a punk band. Like, just shut up and play your fucking... Anyway, that's just me. So I'm ranting now. So, they get up there. I wait like a half an hour. They start into their set. They get 2 songs into their set, and all of a sudden, there's no power. And so the 12-year-olds who are running the sound system are like, running up on stage, getting up there, doing a thing, plugging a thing in, jumping back down, coming back to the soundboard, jumping back. I was like,
what?
I am out. I don't have time for that. I don't have patience for that. I don't even know, like, and I felt bad for the band because, I mean, not only are they running really seriously behind, but like, they're cutting into their time that they probably had to play. Right. Which they probably were playing for free because it's a benefit.
Yeah.
So I felt bad anyway, and because it was so spread out, when I finally ended up getting up and leaving, there was like maybe 5 people in the building. And I felt bad. I'm like, And honestly, if I'm real about this, it really made me think of some of the shows that I have tried to pull off, including this one that I have coming up on the 16th, where it's like, you have this grand plan, you have all these ideas in place, you're ready to go pull the trigger, you're just gonna make this awesome thing, and people are gonna love it, and it's just gonna be the best thing ever, and then it just fucking blows up in your face. But I have to say, according to Danny's posts, it was overall a very successful event. I feel like they did raise a good amount of money. I don't know what it was, but it is for the American Cancer Society.
Okay.
He sold merch. That's what my daughter's job at the show was, and I know that they did sell some shirts.
Oh, awesome.
I feel he said that some people paid not just their ticket, which was for 3 venues, and I don't even know how many bands. It was a $20 ticket.
Oh, okay, that's
super
not bad.
good.
Yeah.
Super good. But people also paid extra towards the cause.
Oh, right.
You know, so it was a good fundraiser.
Awesome.
Yeah. But the colony, and then the other pet peeve I had is I just wasn't dressed appropriately, because it was like 78 degrees during the day. So I came home, wardrobe changed, put on like just a light sweater, and went out, and it dropped down. It dropped down. Last night it got so cold, and inside that theater there was like no heat, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, I think that's why, well, so after Al's thing, Diana and Tommy and I walked over to eat at Oboe, and we had some food because I hadn't eaten all day.
What's an Oboe?
Oboe? It's like Sellen's, but it's like the higher up of Sellen's. The food's better at Sellen's, actually.
So is it like in the building of Sellen's?
So it's where it's
owned by the same people as Sellen's. Okay.
But it's where Crew is.
On Jay?
On Folsom. So where Folsom, like kind of by Sushi Cafe and Gold Star, or that Thai place that's on the corner of Alhambra. It's right there.
Okay.
So, but they have the 2 for $25 meals with the bottle of wine.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah.
So they do that even on the weekend?
Yes.
Awesome.
But they also have stuff that you can pick a la carte, like in the case, or they have soups, or, you know, whatever. They have beautiful desserts. I was dying because I was like, that looks so good, but I can't have sugar. So, anyway, so we went to eat, and we came out of the restaurant, and we were like freezing because we were also still dressed for the day.
Yep, and it was warm.
And I think then when I got home and I was going to do a wardrobe change to go out and meet you,
and I'm texting her going, the sound sucks.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, never mind. And then I'm like, okay, I'm dead. And I was in bed by 9 o'clock.
I think I was like in bed by 10.
On a Saturday.
I know.
Who am I?
What is happening?
What is going on?
But
I'm gonna party all night tonight because I have tomorrow off.
That's awesome. Yay.
So
I'm definitely looking forward to the afternoon. I was gonna go grocery shopping today. It hasn't happened yet.
She'll go after. She has some beers.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so and do we want to say the White Buffalo thing? What's December 7th?
Oh yeah, okay. A couple things. So we talked about December 5th. December
and that's my
7th.
birthday, December 5th, by the way. I get to see X on my birthday.
Birthday. We're going to be whipping it up that week because we're also doing an Eva party.
Yeah, and then something's happening on the 7th too, besides that. My sister was like, or someone was like, we need to go to dinner for your birthday, or we need it, and I'm all, that is my weekend. We are not.
Party.
Yeah. I need to just delete this stupid call. I should put it on different mode.
Bye.
Okay, weird.
Sorry. Call us right now. No, December 7th, these are upcoming shows, obviously, but there is a country Christmas for a Cause, and so I'm just telling people to mark their calendar. It's a whole just list of awesome country acts put on by our buddy Mark Pittman, and it's going to be at a place that I've never been to called Orangevale Grange. I don't know if that's a brew house, I'm not sure.
We'll have to look it up.
It's going to start at 6 o'clock, and it's all ages, and kids are free. But the best thing about this particular show is that it's also a benefit for our friend Thais Dixon, who is the wife of Bobby Dixon of the Cash Profits.
Yes.
She is doing the good fight with cancer currently, and we're just doing everything we can, all of us. Like, we did a benefit show for her. We've tried to support all the benefits that she's had so far. But it's a really nice thing. Everybody's getting together and they're doing this big country Christmas. And the idea is like an old-fashioned country barn dance, which that sounds
amazing.
So I don't remember how much the tickets are. There is a Facebook invite, but I suggest looking that up and maybe making, plans to go, because it's going to be a good time.
If you're in the Sacramento area or surrounding area, or if you're visiting family and you happen to be in
our area,
then maybe that's something.
Come party with us.
And hang out and support.
And then, we were going to also mention December 14th. An act that I guess Eva says she's been wanting to see is White Buffalo.
Yes.
So he's beautiful. He's beautiful.
He's like,
what does he do? He's beautiful.
He is beautiful. Okay. He's bearded.
Oh, hey.
You'll love him. I feel like his music is Americana.
Awesome.
A little bit of maybe outlaw-y.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we kind of hate Goldfields because they need to get their shit together with the sound.
But he's played Goldfields before, so obviously he doesn't mind coming back. So he must have something going on.
Yeah. I feel like the bands that play there that like the Quavey Sisters, they're all, no, you're going to do this. I feel like they were so like, they just knew exactly what they needed.
What their sound was.
You know who else is like that is Junior Bird. He's like, I want this.
Oh God.
This.
Oh yes.
Right.
When I went, he was like,
nope. This. Turn that off. Do that. Like they just know.
Yeah.
They're so like. They've done it so many times that they just know their equipment, their sound, they know what they need, and they can tell the sound people, no, do this, do this, do this, do this.
Yes.
And they get it done.
Yeah.
Because at Goldfield, apparently that's what you have to do, because the sound is so dicey. I know we ranted about it last week, but like at the Necromantic show, it was like, oh shit. The Stellar Corpses, they fucked that up so bad. It was so bad. At one point, like somebody's microphone was off completely.
Yeah. Weird. Crazy. We're like, what's going on?
It was weird. But yeah, they need to get it together. And you also have to just be prepared to totally hang out with the bros, and that's hard sometimes. But.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yes, what is this? Do you ask? This is one of my favorite Armadillo record finds. This is I Heart Jazz!
Woo!
It's awesome. I love this thing. I found this at beer night.
Okay, we love like compilations.
Yeah. It's just such a great mix of jazz. There's just on there. I really like this record like a lot. It's just good to just throw it on and cha cha cha. Yeah, so that will be a good show, hopefully.
I think so. I mean, I think he's, like I said, he's played there a couple of times. He also played Ace of Spades before,
like an opener,
before it was sold.
Okay.
So yeah, he had a big show, and I've missed him the last couple of times. One time I was sick, and I think that the Ace of Spades show, I was like kind of like, should I go? Shouldn't I go? I don't want to go by myself.
Is a little bit of an endeavor.
Yeah, I don't want to go by myself, and then I'll have to park, and it was a weeknight, I think, and that whole thing.
Yeah.
But I've been dying to see him, so I'm gonna try not to miss that night.
Yeah, no, I think.
I mean, I might have to get my hookups. Landon.
We're looking at you.
So yeah, I think that is something that we have a lot of stuff going on.
I know. No, the next couple of months. In fact, the Del Bombers that I mentioned earlier that are playing today at the Americana barbecue thing at the Winters Tavern. Bob James, an old friend of mine, is one of the members of that band. He just invited me today to come to the Parkside. I want to say, I'll look it up, but he wants us to come and DJ.
What?
Yeah, at the Parkside.
What?
It's, I want to say the 5th.
Not the 5th.
No. November 24th.
Is that a Saturday?
Yeah, I think so.
That's next week.
It's an afternoon show.
Is that next
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, because today's the 10th. Right?
Oh, why do I think it's almost Thanksgiving? That's crazy.
Dreaming of Thanksgiving food.
No, because I won't have any dessert.
We are gonna eat dessert. We're eating dessert on Thanksgiving.
I can't break the sugar. Oh, I already did. Never mind.
Listen, it's only 4 carbs a glass.
Okay, but it's
not
sugary,
that bad,
right?
No, there's 4 carbs in red wine.
Okay.
4. Okay. So you just count it. You guys wanted to know, right?
I cheat anyway on the weekends.
So shut up.
I know.
So, yeah, the 24th it's a Sunday, but it's an afternoon.
Okay.
So he was like, come and bring Arabelle, and like, you guys can DJ. Anyway, I was like, I definitely have the records.
Okay.
So, and I think the Young Barons are playing, so it's a surf show. So throwing that out there too. Bay Area. I like Bay Area.
Yeah, I love Bay Area.
And I have not been to the Parkside in forever.
Really?
Last time I went to the Parkside was when they still did booze, broads, and hot rods. That was a million bajillion years ago. Text message?
Yeah, from Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah. He's almost graduated.
Oh.
So, and he's been having a rough time. You know that end
and
of college? That end of college where you are just trying to get graduated and you're taking all these classes and there's all these papers due and whatever, and he's just like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, so I feel bad.
Did you see that meme where it's like when a girl says it's a friend, it's always a dude? There was like a meme like that. I think Lando had posted it. It's all, when a woman says that it's a friend, she means a dude. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny. But he is a good friend. I have a lot of good friends.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So what else? Who are we talking shit about? We have just enough time to talk some shit.
I don't know. I don't, like, I think we talked shit about the guy from last week. I don't know about, okay, so I'll just say it. I'm just going to say it, okay?
She's going to just say it.
So, I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to say,
yeah,
if you are obligated to play music anywhere for a certain amount of time, do not pack up and leave early. Don't do it. Stick with what you said.
But here's the thing. What if you were super vague and never actually committed to anything? Then you can just have a free pass, right? Even if it's unspoken, you just get a free pass to do whatever the fuck
Nobody gets
want.
a free pass.
Apparently some people do. It's okay.
All I'm saying is dead to me. Deadtome.com.
I just think, like, communication.
So don't ask me to go to any shows.
Okay. Okay. All I will say about the situation that we are vaguely referencing is that some of that is about communication, right? But, like, here's the deal. If you agree to play something and then there's a flyer put out and the flyer says, this is what's happening from this time to this time, therein lies your obligation. If that obligation does not suit your schedule, then at that point you should say, wait, I didn't agree to that. The flyer says this, I thought it was that, I can't do that, you need to change it, right? You don't just let it slide.
Do you have anybody else
that
can take over? Because I have to be gone at this time.
Yeah, don't just let it slide. Don't just be like, tee-hee, I'm going to do what the fuck I want. Like, that is shitty.
And then don't socialize afterwards if you have to leave. Just say. Just don't do it. Just get the fuck out. If you have to leave, get the fuck out.
Yeah, hey, Mr. In a Hurry guy.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Perfect. I think you said it perfectly.
And on that note,
time to go, kids.
Time to go.
We're going to go rocking and rolling with the Crescent Cats.
Yes. So, we would still like you to subscribe to our YouTube. We're trying to get on YouTube. I'm about ready to pay so that we can just do YouTube Live. Like, seriously.
We are looking into that because the original format of this show was supposed to be a web stream on YouTube.
Yes.
You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers in order to do that, which we clearly do not have and possibly won't ever have. But if you enjoy this, if you like this, take the 5 seconds, go over to YouTube, find Wine, Women, and Song on YouTube, and click subscribe because it does help us.
Send that link to your friends, the YouTube link.
Share the channel, share the videos. Because you don't just see us in our silly little episodes that we do. We do post all of the music that we talk about. So you'll see whole videos of the Quavy Sisters. You'll see the Necromantics. Yes. You're going to see the Sacktown Playboys. You're going to see the Twilight Drifters. You're going to see local bands, regional bands, festivals, everything we go to and attend. We try to take quality video, at least as good as we can make it, of these bands that we love and adore. So it's a one-stop shop. If you want, you can even just go and like put playlists because we have that that many. We have over 140 videos, I want to say. Moly. Because we go out and
we meet everybody. Like every band. We try to meet every band.
Yep.
So yeah, there's photos, there's videos. So yeah, subscribe to our YouTube.
And find us on Instagram, of course. We'd love for you to follow us on Instagram. And I know I say it all the time, but absolutely drop us a line, give us your feedback. We love to hear from you. We like to know what you want us to hear, what you want us to talk about. And of course, if there's any shows that you want us to go check out,
cocktails you want to see us make. It has to be a local or regional
California-based.
California-based. Wines, beers,
cocktails,
booze,
spirit,
whatever.
Mm-hmm. We're about that, And if there's like anywhere you want us to go, we do the best we can. We will be coming to Riverside, California in January for the Rhythm Collision. We will be taking tons of video and meeting up with our friends there. We're staying for 2 days, so
2 or 3,
maybe 3. Come holler at your girls and party with us in Riverside. That's going to be a really fun time. So, but yeah. Give us your feedback. Drop us a line. We love it. We love it.
So what are we on YouTube?
YouTube is Wine Women in Song. Instagram is Wine Women in Song Gals. And of course, you're watching us here on Facebook, and you already know it's Wine Women in Song.
Yes. So happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone.
Yeah, cheers. Go make the most of it today. Go get some fun.
We are signing off for the day. Goodbye.